You're not imagining it. Your energy has shifted. Spirit explains why. Leovirgocusp, have you felt like you becoming someone you don't even recognize? You don't recognize anymore? Someone you don't recognize anymore? Like your old life doesn't quite fit, but the new chapter hasn't fully arrived yet. If that's perhaps been some part of your experience, Spirit says that you're not imagining it. Your energy really has shifted. Let's dive in, beautiful souls. Thank you for hitting that like button, leaving comments, and being subscribers here. So from the Star Dragon Oracle here, we have a rebirth. Give yourself a second chance. Wolf souls. I honestly don't think this card could have it. I don't think this card could have arrived at a more perfect time for you. This isn't talking about changing who you are. It's more about remembering who you've always been beneath the fear, the expectations, the disappointments, and the versions of yourself that you've outgrown. Now, July does carry some really incredible, powerful astrology, right? Did you check out the monthly reading? If you haven't, go back and check it out. Neptune begins its retrograde, inviting that deep spiritual reflection, while Venus is moving through Virgo, asking you to value yourself differently. So what Spirit is like showing here is that many of you are no longer operating from survival mode. You've started actually operating from wisdom. Rebirth isn't always loud, right? Sometimes it looks like saying no when you should have said yes. Not when you should have said yes, when you would have said yes. Saying no when you would have normally said yes, all right? You're setting those boundaries. Sometimes it looks like protecting your peace instead of proving your point. Sometimes it simply looks like not reacting the way you used to. That is transformation. Spirit is saying that your second chance, that is your second chance. Yes, that's what they're saying. This is your second chance. Not because you failed before, but because you've become a version of yourself that you can now receive what was once impossible. Okay, so why does things feel so different? Well, we do have judgment here. The 20th of a month could be significant. Perhaps you have a birthday on the 20th. Okay, so I'm hearing here Spirit saying if your birthday is on the 20th, pay attention. This is your message. If it's not, maybe the 20 energy, the number 2 energy could be very significant for you guys. Either way, this card is perfectly capturing what so many of you actually have been feeling. Judgment isn't about being judged. It's about awakening. It's that moment where your soul simply cannot go back to sleep. Now, Neptune retrograde starts pulling away the fog this month, right? While Venus is entering Virgo, encouraging healthier boundaries, greater self-worth, choosing relationships that generally support your growth. Some of you may have even noticed that certain conversations just don't excite you anymore. Some friendships feel distant. Goals you've chased for years suddenly feel like they're not important anymore. Or they don't just seem that important. You're questioning things you never questioned before, I'm hearing. And that's not confusion, that is evolution. Judgment appears when your soul has answered a call that your mind is only beginning to understand. You're not losing yourself, you're finding yourself. Okay, beautiful souls, let's dive deeper. Let's look at that hidden blessing that's happening within this challenge that you're going through. We have the 7 of Cups reversed. Now, at first glance, this energy feels a little bit uncomfortable because it removes that illusions. 7 of Cups reversed says that you're beginning to see situations, people, even yourself much more clearly. Venus also trines the Chiron this month, supports that emotional healing around your worth, your relationships, and what truly you deserve. Spirit is saying the blessing isn't that life suddenly becomes easier. The blessing is that clarity. You're wasting less energy on the wandering. You're no longer chasing every opportunity. You're becoming actually far more intentional, I'm hearing. So instead of like asking, what if I choose the wrong path? you're now beginning to ask, what actually feels aligned for me? And that shifts the energy totally, right? That changes everything. All right, let's dive deeper. What is changing inside your energy field? We have the moon. I'm getting the Six of Swords energy as well. The Six of Swords, I feel, needs to really come with the moon. The moon represents uncertainty, the unknown, deep emotions, hidden healing. The Six of Swords says you're already moving beyond that. Even if your outer world hasn't completely caught up, I'm hearing that your inner world already has. 18 could be a significant number, and the number 6. I'm hearing, so like, you've already moved beyond that, right? But even if I'm hearing that even if your outer world hasn't completely caught up, your inner world already has. Okay, so I repeated that again, so somebody had to hear that again. With Venus opposing the North Node, I feel like some relationships may really begin to feel different. Not because anyone is doing something wrong, but because your frequency is changing. You becoming less interested in the chaos and more interested in the peace, less interested in proving yourselves, and more interested in protecting your energy. So what Spirit is saying, you are choosing calm over conflict, I'm hearing. That alone is changing your entire timeline. Water energy, like Pisces, Cancer energy, or even Aquarius energy could be significant for some of you as well. All right, let's have a look at the next one. We have the Knight of Swords, the unexpected opportunity coming towards you. I'm hearing the energy is moving quickly, very quickly. Like your days are going quicker, the hours are going quicker. Things are just moving quickly, or whatever it is for you, something it's about very quickly. I'm hearing like something about with the Mars connecting with Uranus and the Pluto is creating this breakthrough energy. Something that you've been waiting on could suddenly gain momentum. This could be an unexpected phone call for some of you. It could be a job opportunity that comes in quickly. So any of these things could come in quickly. I'm hearing some of you, it's travel, a conversation, a fresh idea, or maybe someone entering your life at exactly the right moment. Okay. Spirit saying also don't mistake fast movement for chaos. Very interesting that this card's coming out. We also have Mercury retrograde, and the retrogrades tend to slow things down. But something is going to come in quickly during this time. All right. Sometimes the universe moves quickly because you spend months preparing without even realizing it. I'm hearing for some of you, this Mercury in Cancer is like a breeze. It's just moving so quickly for you, like it's not affecting you. I'm also hearing that things that have felt delayed may suddenly begin unfolding one after another. I'm hearing stay flexible, stay open. All right, the door that is opening next, interesting, we have the Lover. So this is actually beautiful, okay. I've mentioned before, some people think the Lovers is about romance, but most cases it can also be about alignment, all right? It's about like choosing the love that reflects your soul instead of the fears. Yes, for some of you, this is absolutely going to be about new love or deepening your connection with your person. But I feel like also for many of you, by leovirgocusp souls, this is much bigger. This is about choosing yourself. Choosing authenticity, choosing relationships that is that equal give and take, right? That equal exchange of energy. Choosing work that actually fulfills you. Choosing peace instead of survival mode. I'm hearing there's a doorway. This is a doorway into alignment. And once you do walk through this doorway, I'm hearing that your entire reality begins responding differently. All right, so this Six of Swords could really be significant for you guys. Why are you no longer in the same timeline? Well, that's it, right?
This is what Spirit is saying, is you leaving behind the emotional turbulence or the mental turbulence. The interesting part is that not everyone's going to understand your journey, okay? You've perhaps been on this transition for quite some time, moving away from all that chaos of your life. And some people say maybe you've changed, and yes, they're right, you have changed, right? Because healing changes people. Growth changes people. Self-respect changes people. You're no longer making decisions from fear or scarcity. You're making decisions from wisdom. That naturally places you on a completely different timeline, right? One where peace becomes your new normal. Not in that survival mode anymore, where your nervous system's also in overdrive. Let's look at your final cards here, your spirit guidance until the next new moon in Cancer. Justice with the Three of Wands. This actually feels incredibly empowering for your final cards, right? Justice is reminding you to stay balanced, all right? The number 11, number 3, 14, temperance, balance, all right? Number 5, change. I'm hearing saying stay honest, stay true to yourself. Don't chase what isn't chasing you. Don't force what isn't flowing you. 3 of Wands, reminding you to keep your eyes open towards that horizon. Your ships are coming in. Something bigger is approaching than what you currently see. I'm hearing between now and this new moon in Cancer, Spirit wants you to prepare instead of panic. Release instead of resisting. Trust instead of control. Every decision that you're making now is quietly building your future. Wow. Libra and Aries energy could also be significant for some of you. You may have those kind of placements in your chart that I'm bringing that up. Beautiful souls. Okay. Wow. I don't know, Spirit's like going back to this card here again. Okay. Like, rebirth doesn't mean becoming someone else, right? We've mentioned this. It's about giving yourself permission to begin again without carrying the guilt of who you used to be. Some of you have been really incredibly hard on yourself, replaying those old mistakes, those old relationships, old decisions, wondering if you should have done something differently. Spirit saying that chapter taught you what you needed to teach you. Now it's time to stop introducing yourself to the life through your old wounds. Rather introduce yourself through the wisdom instead. You have spiritually upgraded. Your intuition has grown stronger. Your discernment has become sharper. Your heart has become wiser. The old version of you has survived. The new version of you is here to thrive, I'm hearing. My leovirgocuspers, 22 could also be a significant number. I'm actually hearing that some of you, your birthdays are the 22nd. 22nd, the 20th, 18. Double sixes could mean something as well to some of you. The number 9, number 7, life path numbers, synchronicities. Perhaps I'm hearing 11:30 for some of you. All right, the number 4 as well for some of you. My Leo Virgo Cuspers, this reading found you exactly at the right moment. I don't believe it's a coincidence. Spirit has always a way of bringing the messages that we need when our soul's ready to hear them, right? That's why I've been guided to do this series for you guys. I love how I'd really like to hear from you guys in the comments, like what part of your life feels the most different right now, right? Can you already feel this energetic shift happening? You guys feel it? And if this reading resonated, helped you in any sort of way, do like, subscribe, do become part of the Growing Mystical Wolf Soul Tribe if you haven't yet subscribed yet. Every month we do explore the astrology, we do tarot cards here, we do the channeled messages, all guiding the unique cusps on your journey. Soul evolution, I'm hearing. Remember, my beautiful wolf souls, You are not losing the old life because you failed. You've outgrown it because your soul is ready for something greater. I'm hearing trust the shift, trust the timing, and most importantly, trust yourself. Until next time, I'm sending you all so much love and light and many blessings.